Chapter 9, Lesson 4, Descriptive Statistics. You will be able to find the measures of center and variation. Data with one variable, such as test scores, are called univariate data. These data can be described by a measure of center. So we have mean, median, mode, and range. The mean is also referred to as the average. And what that means is you add up all the numbers, then divide by the total number of data values. The median is also the middle number, and that middle number means that you need to order the numbers, the data, from least to greatest first. And if there are two data in the middle, then take the average of the two numbers. The mode is the number that occurs the most often. And the range is the largest value minus the smallest value. The ages in years of the people seated in one row of a movie theater are 16, 15, 24, 33, 30, 56, 19, and 19. Find the mean, median, mode, and range of the data set. So to find the mean, we're going to take these numbers and add them together. So 16 plus 15 plus 24 plus 33 plus 30 plus 56 plus 19 plus 19. And you're going to take that data and divide by the amount of data there are. If we count them, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're going to add them up and then divide by 8. When you do that, you get 212 over 8. Which equals 26.5. So the mean is 26.5. To find the median, you need to order the data from least to greatest first. So we have 15, 16, 19, 19, 24, 30, 33, and 56 from least to greatest. And we need to find the middle. So here's 1 and 1, 2 and 2, 3 and 3, 4 and 4. It looks like the middle is in between two numbers. So let's take these two numbers, add them up, and divide by 2, which equals 21.5. So the median is 21.5. The mode is the number that occurs most often. And we have 19 that occurs twice, and nothing else occurs more than that. So the 19 is our mode, and it is possible to have 2 or 3 or many modes. Your range, you're going to take your largest value minus your smallest value, and you get a range of 41. Find the mean, median, mode, and range of the data set. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is add these all up and divide by the number there are. So let's count them. We have 3 rows and 5 columns, so we have a total of 15 numbers. So let's add them up in our calculator. When we add them up, we have 1,020, and let's divide that by 15. Let me just write this here. The sum is 1,020. Okay, divide that by 15, and we get 68. So the mean is 68. To find the median, we need to order the data from least to greatest. So we have 60, 62, 64, 65, and so on. Okay, and I'm going to double check, make sure I have 15 values. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I do. I have 15 values. Now we need to find the middle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Looks like our middle number is right here. Since it's only one number, we can say that that's the median, nothing extra we have to do. Now the mode, the number that's occurring the most often. Well, it looks like we've got 66 that occurs twice. We have 70 that occurs twice, and we have 72 that occurs twice. So all 3 of those are considered the mode. 66, 70, and 72. For the range, we're going to take our largest number of 74 and subtract our lowest number of 60, and we get a range of 14. Quantitative data are data that can be measured. A set of quantitative data can be divided into 4 equal parts called quartiles. The prefix quart means 4. The 5-number summary, which includes the minimum value, the first quartile, Q1, the median or second quartile, the third quartile or Q3, and the maximum value or Q4, fourth quartile of a data set, provides a numerical way of characterizing a set of data. The 5-number summary can be described visually with a box and whisker or box plot as shown below. So the first step we have is to order from least to greatest. We find the median. Sometimes it'll be one number, sometimes it'll be in between 2 numbers. So we can identify the minimum, the maximum, the median, and then find a number that's halfway again in both halves. So we have 3 numbers, 3 numbers, 3 numbers, 3 numbers. Okay, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And those 5 would be your 5-number summary. So this is your minimum. This is quartile 1. This is quartile 2, or the median. Quartile 3, and quartile 4, or the maximum. And we can display that on a box and whisker plot. So here's our 24, which was our minimum, our quartile 1, which was 31, our median, which is 37, our quartile 3, which is 45, and our maximum, which is 54. Then you make a box and your whiskers. So let's take a look here. The data for daily average temperatures for 15 days in May are shown in the table. Find the 5-number summary of the data and draw a box and whisker plot. So the first thing we're going to do is order our data from least to greatest, and make sure you write fairly small so we can fit it all in. It also helps if you cross them off as you go. 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 72, 73, 74, 75, 75, 75, 75, there are 4 of them. Then 76, 76, 76, and I should have 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and I do. So here's the data ordered from least to greatest. Okay. First thing I'm going to do is identify my 5 numbers. The minimum and maximum. We have 68. And when you're doing minimum and maximum, don't put the line through the number. Have them on the outside of the data. And now we need to find the middle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Looks like the middle of the data is here at 74. And since it's only one number, I'm going to put that line straight through the number and no longer count it. Now we need to find the middle of each section here. We have it split in half. Now let's find the quarters. So 1, 2, 3. We have 71. And we'll do it again on the right. 1, 2, 3, and we have 75. That's your 5-number summary. So we have our minimum, our quartile 1, our median / quartile 2, our quartile 3, and our maximum / quartile 4. So since it's a split in quarters, you can say that right here is 25% of the data, another 25%, 25%, and 25%. Okay, and here's how we graph it and make a box and whisker plot. It simply is going to be graphed on a number line. And in this case, I think I'm going to count by ones definitely. Let me just do a little arranging here. I'm going to start with 67 and go all the way to 77. So 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, and 77. So here's the number line. The number line should count up by an equal amount. It doesn't have to count up by ones. It can count up by halves, by fives, by threes, by tens. It doesn't matter as long as your number line is consistent. So here is our number line. I'm just putting dashes here. Okay. So now we have our 5-number summary. You're using these 5 numbers right here. 68, draw a line. At 71, draw a line. At 74, draw a line. At 75, and at 76. So these are these lines represent my 5 numbers up here. It will look different as far as being spread out as up here. So let's make our whiskers on either side. And the middle 3 lines form the box. And that is our box and whisker plot, or also just known as a box plot. Okay, let's do another one. The points scored by a basketball team are shown in the table. Find the 5-number summary of the data and then draw a box plot. So it looks like we have 9 data. Let's order this data from least to greatest. We have 20, 34, 35, 36, 36, 37, 40, 44, and 83. And I should have 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Make this a little smaller. Okay, let's find our 5-number summary. Remember the minimum and the maximum draw on the outside of the data. Our minimum value is 20. Our maximum is 83. The center is 36. And let's find the center of each side here. Looks like it's in between 34 and 35. So let's add those two together and divide by 2. So 34 plus 35 is 69. Divide by 2 is 34.5. Over here, looks like we are between 40 and 44. Add them up to get 84. Divide by 2, and we get 42. So here we have our quartile 1, quartile 2/median, quartile 3, and quartile 4/maximum. And of course, this is our minimum down here. Okay, we've identified the 5-number summary. Now let's draw a box and whisker plot. Now, let's move this up a little. Oops. Okay. We go from 20 to 83. I can't exactly count by ones. That would not make any sense. Instead, I'm going to count by 5s. I'll start right at 20. 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85. Okay. I will draw the dashes in. Okay, and let's plot our 5-number summary. We have 20, we have 34.5, we have 36, then we have 42, and then we have 83. So here's one whisker, and the other whisker, box in the middle. Our box and whisker plot is drawn above the number line, not directly on the number line. Okay. And it looks like that 83 is what we would call an outlier because it's really way out there compared to most of the data.